What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about what's going on with the new Tomb Raider game. This is a series of videos I do where I take a look at an upcoming game and wonder where we're at in its development. Tomb Raider is an interesting one for sure, and I always go back to what we actually heard last year, which was that there would be an announcement this year. That's what the Crystal Dynamics CEO had said, was 2023 we'd be seeing the game. So I had always assumed 2023 really throughout this entire year. Obviously, we're at the very end of the year, though, like the closing, couple months. So to me, it's probably Game Awards or it's been pushed. But we do have a few other things that happened in August, namely that there was a kind of sign-up page on the Tomb Raider website to get ready for something. And it's literally saying, become a Tomb Raider. You put in your information and you're registered for upcoming news. And I think this was maybe right before Gamescom, so people, including even myself a little bit, I thought it was possible that it could possibly be shown there, and it did kind of line up. But what this probably is just a longer play, getting people ready to then do something towards the end of the year. So I'm still going to stick pretty darn strongly to it's probably going to be at the end of the year. I've been talking a lot about, Jeff Keighley's Game Awards with maybe like GTA 6, I think could be a really big one that I could absolutely see showing up there. I think Tomb Raider would make a lot of sense as well. Cinematic, this really big franchise that's coming back. We had heard about it a little bit, right? Trying to blend like the newer games, the new trilogy that we had just gotten, along with old Lara Croft and Tomb Raider. So what the game would actually end up being at the end of the day, I really don't know, but somewhat of a blend between old and new. So whatever people liked, I guess, about both those games combined. But it's a big game. It's a big franchise. So I could absolutely see it being one of the bigger announcements if Jeff Keighley were to do it at his Game Awards, the 10-year anniversary, right? I keep talking about how big, he actually talks about it too, how big the event's going to be, and how just important it is that they've done it for 10 years straight. So personally, that's what I think. Again, if it doesn't happen there, well, of course, there's always the opportunity that they could do it on their own, right? They could do it whenever they wanted to. Tomb Raider and Lara Croft is a big enough name where they don't need to have it attached to a major show. I just think the Game Awards makes the most sense. And if it's not there, and if it hasn't been announced before then, well, then obviously the 2023 thing, they just weren't ready, would be happening after that. There's also been some insiders talking about maybe the release for this game versus Perfect Dark. From what it seems like, this game might very well be able to come out next year, or maybe even at the latest 2025. So if people think, we're like 3, 4, 5 years away from a Tomb Raider game, I really don't think so. I think we're within, again, 1 to 2 years, because it seems like the rumor is this game would come out before Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is somewhat expected for 2025. They think that there's going to be a year gap between Tomb Raider and Perfect Dark. So, you could take that with a grain of salt, but I do believe this game is further along than maybe some people think it is. So hopefully we see it. And the bigger thing, hopefully we see it and then the game comes out within like 1.5 years after they formally reveal it. Like, we know they're working on it. We know they've been working on it. We know who's working on it, but we've never seen it in action. And again, I'm one that as I continue to get older, I really like these games that reveal themselves and then don't release 4 or 5 years after that. And I think Tomb Raider is going to be an example of that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. If there's any Tomb Raider news, I will be sure to cover it here. And I hope to see you all on the next one.